have been, well, Autonation will go on the training kit. We've been in discussions with jersey sponsors. Frankly, going back to last year, right before the opener, we were in line with a jersey sponsor. COVID changed all of that. Obviously, jersey sponsorships, we're looking at the same way. How do we make a long-term relationship? How do we make an impact with our first jersey sponsor? It's not just about having a deal for a first jersey sponsor, how many dollars, how many years. It's about a true partnership. We want our jersey sponsorship to reflect values, to be able to use the economics of a transaction like that to make a difference in our community. But we are in discussions and conversations. I do anticipate, I'm highly confident we'll have a jersey sponsor very, very soon, a first team jersey sponsor.
Was there any talk with Autonation about jersey sponsorship or no?
It was mainly focused basically on the facility and other assets that we could employ. I think with Mark's story of bringing his son to play football here, that's how it started. Training facility, we had a lot of discussions with them, but I thought this is the best way for us to engage and activate this partnership.
Jorge, you said very, very soon. How soon is very, very soon? At one point, I think last time you said by the start of the season, we hope to have something in place.
It's possible. And start of the season is 8 days from now. We're very close. I mean, these negotiations are, because they're partnerships, and it's not a negotiation of X versus Y. It's how do we activate. So we're talking about using our global platform, because Inter Miami does have a global platform. We have global reach. That's an advantage of what we do. And it doesn't necessarily complicate it. It just makes it that it gives us more opportunity to activate, and that's what we're looking at. But
when you're running a business, has it been problematic the fact that you haven't had a jersey sponsor, you haven't had a stadium sponsor up until now? I know you've been trying, but just purely on figures and numbers and stuff.
Well, frankly, COVID had obviously an impact on the team. We have obviously no game day revenue, no fans. The majority of revenues for MLS franchises are basically game day based. But listen, we could have had a naming for this, naming for the training facility. I could have had a first jersey sponsor, but those are all short. We want long-term partnerships, and that's what we're looking for. We're going to do things right. We're not going to do things just because they're convenient. It would have been convenient economically to do a deal last year, but we're an ownership group that's in this for the long term. We're going to do things the right way. That's how Inter Miami is going to do all of their things. So when we do enter a partnership like this one, it's done the right way. And I think you'll see the same things with our jersey sponsors as well as other main sponsorships, because we have discussions with a lot of sponsors in a lot of different categories.
How much did you take away from last year? How much did you take away from last year? There was the report about you guys at Qatar Airways, and that was met with some public criticism. And this seems like a complete 180 in terms of the partnership you've gone with, that kind of initiative behind it. It's local, maybe not as much financially. I don't know if you can share those details, but it seems like you guys maybe took a lot from that.
Well, listen, and again, last year there was a lot of hospitality-based entities. We're looking at jersey sponsorships, airlines, cruise lines, in those areas. But we want to make an impact. We're going to make a positive impact. Again, we're trying to curate our sponsorships and what we're doing. This deal is a multi-year deal that we have. The economic side is good for the team. It's good for the partner. We're very happy with that. But COVID has changed everything in terms of how you see companies and partnerships happening in the whole sports landscape. No different than what just happened in Miami with the FTX naming. So it's a changing landscape. But we're a very attractive asset and partner for anyone to have, given our platform. So we're going to have great partners with us ultimately.
What exactly are the economic?
Take one more Spanish.
How long is the deal?
This one first 3 years.
¿Puedes hablar un poco sobre este acuerdo y también al mismo tiempo sobre el anuncio de Copa Oro?
Sí, cómo no.
¿Del torneo de Copa Oro solamente ronda preliminar?
Primeramente muy satisfecho de anunciar esta sociedad con Autonation, pero más importante de nombrar el estadio Drv Pnk Stadium para poder traer la atención a una causa que tiene un impacto extraordinario en nuestra comunidad. Siempre lo que está haciendo Inter Miami con sus socios es hacer cosas que puedan beneficiar a nuestros hermanos y hermanas en la comunidad, traer la atención a una campaña en lo cual creo que Drv Pnk puede traer mucho bien a nuestra comunidad. Eso es la tecla que nosotros en el equipo que queremos siempre hacer con nuestros socios y anticipamos de poder hacer otros anuncios también que van a beneficiar la comunidad. En términos del estadio, de las actividades en el estadio, se ha anunciado que van a haber preliminares aquí de la Copa de Oro. Hay otros juegos y partidos también de una índole importante que lo vamos a estar anunciando en las próximas semanas y meses. Yo creo que este estadio va a estar muy activo con el deporte de fútbol en muchos torneos. En este momento los planes de CONCACAF en el futuro, pues los preliminares no los conocemos, estamos también en conversaciones con ellos. El que viene aquí a ver esto, francamente se quedan muy sorprendidos con la calidad del estadio, que puede hacer no solamente el estadio, pero también de la facilidad de entrenamiento, pero es un gran anuncio para nuestro equipo, para nuestra comunidad y para el estadio.
Jorge, what's the latest on Miami Stadium, sir?
That's last question. Guys, this is the last question.
Sure, you can ask. I'll answer your questions. Don't worry. I'll answer your questions. Miami Freedom Park. Again, I'm highly confident. You know, the first thing we need to do is reach agreement on a lease and lease terms. I would say we're 95% there with the city of Miami. I would anticipate that, hopefully, and I've been saying this for the last few months, we're very close to picking a date and putting it in the agenda of the city commission. I'm highly confident, hopefully, that by the next 4, 5, 6 weeks we can have a date and get it on and hopefully get a green light so we can move forward on the hard part, which is actually executing and building the project.
What's
You said that it was a sellout for the opening game. What's the attendance, and how do you anticipate
The attendance for the first 3 games will be 8,000 fans. We're sold out for game 1. I anticipate we'll sell out for games 2 and 3. We're well on our way to do that. We're anticipating that in our 4th game, which I believe is May 29th, we're going to increase the capacity. So we're working on that. Obviously, it depends on the rollout of vaccines, people safety protocols. But it is our hope and our anticipation that on May 29th we'll have 16,000 fans here.
And what's exactly caused the delay with the Miami Stadium? You mentioned last time you thought a deal would be done, but by the end of March, maybe beginning of April. That's
Yes.
where we're at now.
Basically, just negotiating points on the lease. I mean, this is it's a lease that's beyond the stadium. You have several law firms involved, and it's details. It's not about any of the major points. Those are all agreed to. It's just about getting lease terms agreed to. It's a 99-year lease. They just go through the motions, but there's been no major obstacle or hiccup. But I am highly confident that it'll be very soon.
And this is a better question for you because Chris wasn't here. What
Yes.
exactly happened with that designated player situation? Was it known that Matuidi would have to be a DP this year?
We had always anticipated that Blaise Matuidi would be a DP in 21. We're working through our roster now in terms of obviously the things that we have to do with our DPs. And, there's a youth transfer fund designation for younger players under 22, 23. When Mati was signed, he's almost 2 years ago now, it was anticipated at that time that he would be a youth transfer fund player. But Chris Henderson is going through obviously the machinations of our roster because we've not completed our roster build yet.
Are you guys still dead set on going to Miami, or like the commissioner said, they're more than happy to have
Listen,
you.
this is a great facility. We're going to be here a minimum for the next 3 years. We're working hard on Miami. I'm very happy with being here. I think there's going to be a tremendous fan experience. We're super happy, and we are where we are. We're going to keep working on all fronts, and it's about having a great fan experience, and we're very happy being here in Fort Lauderdale.
Thanks,
On
guys.
the financial side, we know there's the $100,000 donation, but is there any
That's
more
pretty
you can
good,
tell us?
$100,000
Yeah, I mean,
donation
it
for
is
shutouts. So I want you guys to ask John McCarthy. You guys got to get on McCarthy. It's up to him to shut teams out now, right? And our back four. So, listen, that's great. There's going to be a lot of money raised for the Drive Pink campaign and breast cancer awareness. We'll be engaged. I think there's going to be a fantastic partnership. So we're looking forward to it.
Jorge, hablan del juego soldado, el primer juego que tenemos.
Bueno, el primer juego ya está vendido. Vamos a tener 8,000 fanáticos este próximo domingo contra LA Galaxy. Los primeros 3 partidos vamos a tener una capacidad de 8,000. Anticipo también que el segundo y tercer partido van a estar vendidos pronto en los próximos días. Estamos anticipando que para el juego del 29 de mayo tener 16,000 fanáticos aquí. Y estamos trabajando en eso, pero espero aquí que el domingo con los 8,000 fanáticos poder celebrar nuestro primer partido contra el Galaxy y ojalá con una victoria y que se vayan a divertir los fanáticos aquí.
¿Ves un futuro de quedarse acá en Colombia si las cosas en Miami se complican?
Bueno, estamos extremadamente satisfechos con este estadio, estar aquí en la ciudad de Fort Lauderdale. Vamos a estar aquí por lo menos por los próximos 3 años. Veremos lo que sucede en Miami. También estoy muy embullado, muy confiado que podemos nosotros construir un estadio que sea un ícono también en la ciudad de Miami, pero veremos. Eso yo no lo puedo controlar, pero estoy extremadamente satisfecho con nuestro estadio aquí en la ciudad de Fort
¿Y
Lauderdale.
esta partnership con el Autonation?
Bueno, yo creo que es una sociedad no solamente importante para Inter Miami, pero más allá porque puede ser un impacto a la comunidad, no solamente de recaudar fondos y darle atención a la campaña de Drv Pnk, pero para nosotros también que tenemos una plataforma global, traer la atención a una causa tan benéfica.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Jorge.
Thank you.
Thank you.